overall, looking at the feedback that we received, just looking at this particular population, the executives, the uh, HR executives, board members, that sort of thing, we did come out with some common themes. And then when we looked at the survey data from employees, it validated it. So the common themes that came out of our feedback, there's 5 of them. One, and this makes me very sad, there's a lack of trust, empathy, and confidentiality within HR. And this blows my mind, because the confidentiality piece and the empathy piece, this is fundamental for HR. If you can't keep things confidential, quite frankly, you shouldn't be in the profession. But it is, I also understand, because it is a profession where you know where all the bodies are buried, you know all the gossip and all the things that are going on, and it can be tempting on a human level to gossip with your colleagues. It happens, it does, going to admit that, but it's causing us to lose trust with employees. And as we read more of these stories, you'll see why. The second one was we have too much focus on administrivia. We are big fans of our paperwork and policies and all this stuff. And does this really provide true value? I mean, these are necessary things, but in my humble opinion, I think a lot of it can be automated or handed off to another department. But we'll get into that at a future episode as well. The third theme was the lack of business acumen, which I think we agree is an issue. And the fourth is we're not set up for success. And that's, you look at that in multiple veins. Like, we generally are one of the most underfunded organizations in the company, often seen as, the warm and fuzzy HR people. And I think we're getting better at selling our stories, of explaining to boards and executive teams that, investing in a mental health wellness program will have a direct impact on attrition and productivity and those kinds of things. And we'll get into that as well in a future episode. And the last theme is we have a lack of a clear value proposition. This is so true, and something that HR has been grappling with ever since the inception of the profession. Like, what are we really here to do? And it's morphed and changed a lot over the years. And we're at that crisis point again, in my humble opinion, is what is the true value we offer? It's not paperwork. It's not, being the corporate police. It's something different. And we'll get into that as we move on. But the one thing I heard a couple of times from different feedback providers, which was shocking and humbling for me, is several people said, do we even need HR? Like, why don't we just do away with HR? What do you think about that?
I do feel there is reason why people are saying that, and we did speak about the paradigm shifts in terms of the technology, the way it's coming in, and the value of HR will actually move away from the administrivia that you spoke about. So this is where the challenge lies. How do you still, level up, show your value, uh, partner in the way business expects you to, be the advocate, for the employees, and not just be paper pusher, be a news reader. HR needs to be making headlines.
Yeah, they do.